Have you noticed it tries to go that way all the time?
Yeah.
It's annoying, yeah.
The pavement is steep down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's quite easy, isn't it? That must be something that like the bad all the time.
Oh, yeah.
With all the pavements, so that it's like
People.
they should have like a separate lane on the pavement, which is that everyone is in their wall. For like stairs and wheelchairs.
Yeah, definitely. It's weird because I'm pushing with one arm and then braking with the other arm.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. One second, try and go backwards. Ooh!
No, he's nearly went into a wall.
And like every time you stop, you feel like you're gonna like fall backwards.
Maybe if I can put my bag over the
Wow, this is difficult. I feel like everyone should have to do this once in their life.
Yeah, for like a whole day.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to carry on doing it over the weekend as well.
Mate, if you do a night out, no.
Oh God, no. You know how there's limited space on trains and stuff? On buses especially. Who would win, a wheelchair or a pushchair? Who gets right of way? There isn't. It's these bumpy surfaces as well, man. They're so hard to like wheel yourself over.
Space between the seats is not wide enough.
Yeah.
You know, so even if you can get on them, you then really have to kind of get out the chair.
It's
fold
such
it
a difficult
bit,
manoeuvre.
push it through the space in the seat to get to where the disabled bit is. Then you've got to open the chair back out again. Then you sit back on them.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to your stop to get off, you've got to do it all again.
Yeah.
You've got to get up. You've got to push the chair in a bit, get it through the gap. Then you've got to get down the step or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a nightmare. I mean, I didn't have much trouble. I've only been on the train a couple of times, and I've not had any problems with trains because there's always been like customer services there that you can go in and say, "Can you give me a hand?" and they'll actually, help you onto the train. But buses,
yeah, because bus drivers are kind of begrudging to deploy the ramp.
They're kind of locked into their little cells. So they can't come out and help you.
No, because they can't assume the responsibility. It's like a little loophole.
There's no one else on the bus.
See, I got the train today. I was sent to platform. I bought my train ticket at New Street, and then they took me to platform 1, but it was the wrong platform. Went to platform 4 to get the 9:30 train, and the train manager wouldn't help me get on the train. So then I had to go to platform 3, where the train manager did help me, but Network Rail were nowhere to be found.
Yeah. See, I've got a list of phone numbers for mobility and disability at the various train stations. So like when I went to London, I phoned Euston up and said, I'm coming in on the
such and such train, and they were there to meet you.
And they said, have you booked your seat? And I said, well, yeah, I have. I booked it in the quiet coach. And they happened to know which one that was.
Yeah.
So as I pulled into Euston, there was a guy there sat with the old electric car thing.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
So we got off, and rather than doing anything, he just folded the wheelchair up, put it on the back, I sat in the car, and he drove me right up through the barriers, put me onto like where all the flat surfaces.
Yeah.
Took the wheelchair off.
How do you think it could be improved though? Like, obviously, we have to rely on so many different systems and people.
The biggest problem I find at a lot of the railways and bus stations is they're all on hills.
Yeah.
So one way it's great because you can just
go down.
But the other way, especially if you've got a bag with you or something, you've got to push up that, and it's usually quite a steep incline. It's like this. It's a steep incline. So if you've not got anyone with
you, like if it's a bumpy surface as well, it's really, really difficult to get up and down.
You can't do anything about it.
No.
I mean, what can you do about trains? Not a great deal.
No.
Not without a lot of money being invested.
Yeah.
Buses are a different thing. I mean, how easy is it to make that gap, just
A little bit bigger. It seems like they're a bit of a compromise at the moment. Like it's just like a bit of an afterthought almost.
Yeah, and some buses don't have like a wheelchair
Space.
bay.
Yeah, the old ones.
Basically, you get on and you just have to
Be in the way.
fold your wheelchair. Oh, cheers,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
You can edit that bit out.
Yeah, I will do.
No,
don't
but,
worry.
you know, some of the older buses, there's just not the feasibility for any disabled wheelchairs, anything like that.
A couple of seats.
But the problem they've then got, if they take that seat out, they haven't got any like locks, so you can lock your wheelchair in. You know, I mean, some of the London ones, they've got specific like.
Well, that's bad in
areas.
itself because it's not like a standard across the country. Like 'cause
No.
in some cities it's better than other cities, and then
Well, I've been
you
on
know.
a couple of the London buses, and they've got like little wheel recesses.
Oh
in the
right,
floor.
okay.
So you actually back up, and your wheels.
Because I
slides
found that
into it.
I was tipping backwards on the bus this morning.
What they did with those is these ones is I went in and I reversed in, and the wheels actually went into these recesses.
Yeah.
So it stopped any sideways
Right, good, yeah.
movement. Obviously, well, you put your
Yeah,
brakes
yeah.
on.
So that's such a small little thing that's made such a difference.
Yeah. And behind where you reversed in, there was like a cushion on the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you know if something did happen, and you wouldn't smack your head on the wall.
Of course.
Well, everyone should. Yeah, I mean, this is the whole thing now. There's more and more people being in wheelchairs with disabilities, and not just that, but you know, women with young kids and pushchairs and things like that.
Definitely.
It just seems to want to cram as much onto that space as they can.
No chance.
It is a nightmare, and the problem is when you don't have a carer or someone that can come with you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then you are very much on your lonesome, and you're relying on
Other people.
staff and things like that. I mean, I went on a course a couple of months ago, and I got to the place, and there was a nice ramp all the way up to the front door, and I got up to the front door, and then there was a step to actually get into the building. They'd done all the ramp, they'd done everything great, all handholds and everything on there, and then as you got to the door, there was one final step.
It's laughable, isn't it?
Well, you've spent all the money doing this ramp. Why didn't you just make
Of course, yeah.
that little,
Like little tiny
instead of a
things.
step, put a little slope on it?
So in an ideal world, if you could literally think really conceptually, like if you could redesign Coventry or any city of your choice with its transport systems, its shops, its layouts, what would you do to it?
Well, I'd just turn around and say, right, get in a wheelchair and try and get in everywhere. Try and get in a shop.
Yeah.
Try and get up from one end to the other. Try and get from your house into the city. Yeah, it's no good being
Every time there's a drop curb, you're falling down.
you're always holding one and pushing the other way. The thing is, it's all well and good being a great designer and this, that and the other, but get your backside sat in a wheelchair.
That's what I've done.
Do it.
That's what I've done.
Without doing it, you don't know.
No, because it's all well and good, designing theoretically.
Yeah.
But if I haven't experienced it, like I've come into so many problems today that I wouldn't have even thought about before.
Precisely. It's even stuff like that.
That little tiny bump there,
That bump
nightmare.
there, you can't get over it.
Yeah.
And for the majority of this week, that door's been shut, and they're quite heavy doors. If you go down from here into try and get in Costa, you can't get in because you push the door. It's a heavy door. By the time that you actually get your arms back on the wheels and start going through, it's shutting on you. So then you have to push it open again and push in, and then push it open again and push it. And it's the same with that door there. If it's closed, You can't get in.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you know, and then when you're in, you can't get out because you've got to pull the door towards you.
Why don't like these big ones, especially all have like assisted
Just a sliding door, an assisted door, something like that. You know, but like I say, try and get into there in the wheelchair.
Yeah, that's literally where we're heading next. So,
You know, and you're especially if someone shuts the door, try and get in on your own.
oof.
And then try and get in Costa, just down the side.
Yeah, yeah.
It's exactly the same. You can't get
just-
in
yeah.
through the fresh. Once you're in there, you then got to fight around all the tables because everyone pulls the chairs out and then puts handbags on the floor and this, that, and the other. And
It's just a complete lack of awareness, isn't it?
it is.
Completely.
And it's every shop wants to do the same. They want to get as much into the space that they've got.
Maximise profits.
So if that
and
means making an alley a little bit narrower because they can get an extra table in, they will do.
stuff. Yeah, of course.
Well, it obviously business sense, isn't it? You know, more tables you've got, more people you can get in, the more you can sell.
But
then-
surely it makes more sense to be like more kind of
Inclusive.
with everyone, so then you've got a wider customer base.
But they're not bothered.
But like,
They don't see people
You know,
with disability
in the
as,
big
as,
picture,
as,
a Starbucks worried if
customers.
they don't get 4 people in a wheelchair in a day when they can get 5 people round a table.
That no matter what Starbucks you went to, anywhere in the world, it was always going to have a power assisted door. You'd always be able to get to the till. You'd always go
Just now,
there.
the Citizens Advice Bureau here has got a power assisted door that hasn't worked for 6 months. And I was in there yesterday because I had to go in and meet someone. And I said to him, do you know that your door don't work? Oh yeah, it's been bust for about a year. We just haven't got round to fixing it. What do you mean you haven't got round to fixing it?
One phone call, man.
You know, what's the point of having a power assisted door that doesn't
Yeah, exactly.
work
What is the
at a
point?
Citizens Advice Bureau?
And then
Marks and Spencer. Marks and Spencer do sell those ones that you're on about, but they keep half the profit and half the business.
I've got a lot to work with. Right, what was your name, sorry?
Phil.
Phil. It's good to meet you, Phil.
mate,
Thanks,
no problem.
thanks for the chat. I really
all right.
appreciate it.
I just want to have a laugh at you getting in there now.
Oh, God. Let's see this. Go on, shut the door. Yeah, go on. Not easy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.